Not all questions are meant to be asked, but the final ones that you must stay buried. This is Answer.
Alright, let's talk about something morbidly fascinating. What happens if you lose your head? No, not figuratively, literally. For centuries, people have debated whether the human head remains conscious after being separated from the body, and believe it or not, science actually has some unsettling answers. So, how long can a person stay alive after decapitation? Let's break it down. The short answer, it's not instant, but it's not long either. The idea that your brain instantly shuts off the moment your head is severed? Not entirely true. The brain doesn't need the body to function, temporarily. Blood and oxygen in the brain can keep it active for a few seconds. There are documented cases of decapitated heads showing possible signs of awareness. The bad news? Without circulation, that brain function fades very quickly, usually in less than 10 seconds. So while it's not an instant shut-off, it's not like you get to process your situation for very long either. Real-life cases and the chilling evidence of post-decapitation awareness. This might be the most unsettling part. There are actual historical accounts suggesting decapitated heads react for a few moments after separation. French Revolution executions. Witnesses claimed guillotine victims blinked, moved their eyes, or even tried to mouth words. 1905 Dr. Beaulieu experiment. A doctor observed a decapitated head responding to its name for several seconds. Modern medical evidence. Studies on brain activity suggest there's a brief window of awareness before oxygen depletion kicks in. So while Hollywood dramatizes it, the idea of a decapitated head having a few seconds of horrifying realization? Not entirely fiction. Why does the brain stay alive, and why can't it last longer? Technically, the brain could survive longer if it had oxygen and nutrients. But here's why that doesn't happen. Your body pumps oxygenated blood to your brain constantly. Cut that off, the clock starts ticking. Without oxygen, brain cells start dying within seconds. Complete brain death usually happens within 3 to 5 minutes, but most awareness is gone long before that. So in theory, if science found a way to immediately restore oxygen and circulation, a decapitated head could survive longer, but let's just say nobody's lining up to test that theory. Can a head be kept alive without a body? Yes, and it's as creepy as it sounds. If you think this is all theoretical, well, science has actually experimented with keeping heads alive without bodies. Soviet experiments, 1920s, 1950s, scientists successfully kept a decapitated dog's head alive using a primitive heart-lung machine. Modern science, brain organoids, tiny lab-grown brain tissue can survive in artificial environments for weeks. The future? Some researchers believe full human brain transplants might be possible one day. So while it's nowhere near happening today, the idea of a head surviving separately from its body isn't just science fiction, it's a real possibility. Final thoughts. The truth is both fascinating and terrifying. So how long can you stay alive after being decapitated? Probably around 5 to 10 seconds max. Long enough for a very brief moment of awareness, but not much more. It's a fascinating, creepy, and thankfully rare topic. But if nothing else, it proves just how fragile and resilient the human body really is. If you made it through this one without losing your head, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's another unsettling question you want answered?